At Hob Moor Oaks we have 110 pupils from the ages of 2 to 11. We're a special needs primary school. All of our pupils have an education healthcare plan. That is a requirement for them to access specialist education in the special school. Our children have access to much smaller class sizes than in a mainstream school. Our maximum class size is 9 pupils, but more often most of our classes are around 6, 7 or 8, and we have a much larger staff to pupil ratio. We have usually in each class at least 1 teacher and 2 specialist teaching assistants. This is due to the complex needs of all of our children and the fact they need lots of support to be able to access our curriculum. Our classrooms differ from each other due to the needs of the children that are inside them. Our children that have profound and multiple learning difficulties or physical development difficulties, they need lots of specialist equipment to be able to move out of their chairs or walkers into different standing equipment, or for their personal hygiene routines so they're able to be toileted with dignity. Our autism classes are much more stripped back. They have less stimuli and lots of smaller breakout rooms, so the children are able to work in a smaller, safer space to be able to access their curriculum without lots of sensory input that may distract them from their learning. We work very closely in multidisciplinary teams at Hob Moor Oaks. This includes the nursing staff for our children that have really complex medical needs and receive medical attention throughout the day. We work really closely with physiotherapists and occupational therapists for our children to have the best use of equipment for them to access their curriculum. We also work really closely with speech and language therapists for the communication needs of lots of our pupils. They help us to set targets in our EHCP annual reviews, which are then inform what we teach our children for the next year. We have 3 distinct groups of needs in our school. Profound and multiple learning difficulties, which is PMLD, autism or ASC, autistic spectrum conditions, and we have a group of severe learning difficulty or moderate learning difficulty learners. All 3 of these groups need quite different approaches, so our staff in these teams need to be specialists in these areas.
Shark's got teeth, ready? Turn round.
At Hob Moor Oaks, we assess on progress as opposed to attainment. We look very closely at where our children are now and plan very small steps to be able to get our children to make the smallest steps of progress. And we measure this progress, and that's how we know how successful we are as a school. Our curriculum is adapted from the national curriculum. We try our best as a special school to give our pupils as many options for learning opportunities as they would get in a mainstream school, but we make sure that they are appropriate for our learners and their needs specifically.